Hello, hello. I am Darkness, and I'm gonna go ahead and move this closer already. I'm a little sick. I'm actually getting over it, and so sorry if there's a little week gap or so in all that jazz. It's been 1 week since you. The biggest thing for me right now is I played scary games and screamed a ton, and then I got sick, and so like I lost a lot of my voice, and it's still really scratchy, and there's all this stuff going on back there that's not cool. So is this even? I'm gonna make my life as easy as possible on this. Sorry if you hear me like blowing into it. And I'm dealing with the effect of the temperature's never okay for me right now. So if I get shifty, sorry about that. I go outside and it's hot and I'm stripping things off, and I come inside, it's cold, I'm putting things on, and I go, why just turn off the AC? I turn off the AC, and then it gets hot, and put back on the AC, it's cold. Step outside, realize I'm still cold and it's hot outside, and go, oh, I'm still sick. That's just what comes with it. Okay, I've got something to say about the mission logs also really quick. And no more walkthrough. Last time I played, I scrolled down just a tiny bit, and it said, luckily for my benefit, it said in the walkthrough, there's no such thing as not spoiling parts of it for toward the end. I don't. It's probably due to a fight that you have to have or something like that. So no more walkthrough for me. Just gotta go at it. To stop the launch of the new type of nuclear warhead, Snake rushes to the underground maintenance base. However, Vulcan Raven is waiting for him. While Raven is dying after being defeated by Snake, and wishing that Raven's pecked his flesh from his body as he went on a crazy rampage and tripped on LSD. Doesn't say that, but that's what happened. He tells Snake that the DARPA chief who died in front of Snake was actually FOX-HOUND member Decoy Octopus in disguise. Snake, who had been told by Master that Naomi was lying about her identity, is confused and filled with doubt, but heads for the underground maintenance base just beyond the door. These mission logs, it seems like a non sequitur. I know it does, but I've gone back and edited a few and it dawned on me the last time I edited. Not last time, because I think wasn't the last one the one that I skipped. The last thing I recorded was the one that I accidentally skipped the mission log. It was the one right before that. I put it together in my sick time here that they're being like a little on the nose with things. While Raven's dying, DARPA chief, actually a member of Decoy Octopus, a member of FOX-HOUND, Snake, who had been told by Master that Naomi was lying about her identity. All right, somehow the two are related. Naomi and DARPA chief dying and Decoy Octopus and all that shit. That's what I know about that from her lying now because of the mission logs. It doesn't do a very good job of wording it to remind you instead of giving something away if you've been paying attention. So, yes, my ration's warmed up, thank you. Let's go on a run of this game, shall we? Let's prove that I finally know how to game. Never mind. Blinking lights. Yeah. Oh crap! Does it still work down there? Oh shit! It saw me. It saw me. It saw me. Shit. All right. I'm going to immediately regret. Love. To love. I'm gonna regret saying those words of. I'm gonna show you how to game. Hey, I'm towards the end. That's Rex. Sure is. Except for there's not like a bajillion guards waiting to kill me. Look at that. Nothing on the radar. Still nothing on the radar. Ooh, there's shit down here. Oh crap, I went the... What? Am I drowning at waist high? Let's see, is there anything in here? Ration. Nice. You know what? I don't know what is over here, so let me put on the body armor. Did my life just go down a tick? It is. What, am I in sewage water or something? Why is it doing that? Oh, there's another ration. Okay. I'm not gonna go up there and find anything else right now. I was mainly looking for rations and I found two, so... I hope I didn't need those for later, or maybe they respawn. Don't know. Not gonna find out right now. I'm gonna be expositioned to death.
Snake, it's me.
Hi, Otacon.
Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear.
Mention the stealth gear one more time.
Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here.
I just said that was
Guards,
weird.
Nobody patrolling.
Hold on.
It's too quiet.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course.
Just
There are
hack
ways.
it.
Are you a hacker?
No shit.
That describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Hey, Otacon. I just wanted to re-emphasize that I'm a hacker and see how you're doing. How was that ladder climb with only one hand? You're amazing, Snake. Climbing ladders with only one hand. Oh my god, if that's Otacon, I've got to extra. It is.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Except for the system known as the vagina. Look, one hand's not being used climbing up the ladder. I know this is going to be at least 2 because I looked at this and immediately thought, oh, okay, this is going to be 1 left. I'm just carrying a grenade. I'm like fucking brick over here. Like if someone actually found me, that would be bad. I need more chaff grenades. Oh, there's grenades, I think. Oh, this might be an in-boss place. These might not be chaff grenades. Oh, yes, they are. Thank God. Oh my God. Otacon, 1 call.
I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
Porn.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about
The
this weapon.
railgun couldn't shoot it that
Can't
far.
wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Bullshit.
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Propellant.
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system,
Yes.
it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant.
Which is
so
why
it
it can't-
be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept.
Or to
And on top of
make
that, it's got a
at this time.
surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Bunker
We
busters.
learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
Is it,
This thing could mean the end of the world.
is the Gulf War
It's the ultimate
really?
weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise.
To run a
They
computer
needed to
model.
get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network.
Because Snake has it.
You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully
Yeah,
recorded.
and the president gave it to me.
President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Okay.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Snake's being used. I was thinking that in the back of my head and hadn't mentioned it quite yet. If this really were something, oh, more stuff. If this really were so that important, that level of importance. Uh-oh. I need a wall. How far can I see? Just that far? That's a... We good? Just the two? Yeah. If this were literally the supposed most deadly weapon in the world, you wouldn't just have two people guarding it. That's bullshit. Oh my god. If you tell me about that porn.
Snake,
Did you find it?
no. I haven't found out about the override system yet. But I found Baker's ulterior...
Money.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Arms Tech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
Oh, part?
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
No, 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 no. No. No, no. I don't need the longer explanation of what you just told me. I swear I'm keeping up. Did the music stop for a reason? Anyway, I was gonna say... Oh, hold on. If you're not guarding a weapon that big, there's...
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
Wahaha.
CTBT. That means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion.
That money
Stop
will be
repeating
used
me.
to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the FoxDie vaccine in our demands.
FoxDie. It killed Octopus and the Arms Tech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this FoxDie was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
Not quite. I got an idea.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
Yes.
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this
No,
planet.
no, you
Nuclear
can't.
Warhead, invisible to radar. And on
No,
top of that,
you can't.
this base is full of spare nuclear warheads.
Isn't that convenient?
Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place
Outer.
Outer Heaven.
I did some research.
Boss's dream. But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry.
They know he's right
Chief
there.
and Tech President are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the
You
hole.
forgot a dash
Meryl.
between ace and in. They're doing this exposition purposefully in front of Snake.
Snake,
They're using
I
him.
found Baker's top secret files.
Lots of
Great
porn.
job.
Lots
How's
of.
it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override
see.
system that the president was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Got it.
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What they
What are you
twist?
talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Stop repeating them.
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
I gotta go to different
Card
places.
key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
Stick it up your
This
ass.
key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Up your ass. And then I'll go to Vulcan Raven's place.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature.
No shit, it's blue.
The one on the right is the high
The
temperature key.
ass key.
Okay, I got it.
That's why it's the
First, I
last.
change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it.
They know he's been
Once
there
you're
the
finished
whole
with all three
time.
terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times.
And now they know he has
It's
a
an
card
emergency system. It's only
because
meant
they
to be
see it
used
on the
once.
camera right there.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that?
And he's a good shot. He did it on purpose. He totally did it on purpose.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Did someone just go?
This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
No, I'm cool.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
No shit, Colonel Douchebag. Snake's being used. No, why did it have me unequipped? Oh my god, he's right there. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you in your face. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you in your face. Rations? Rations. Wow. I'm evading because they won't go up a ladder. Okay. 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 Sometimes they go overboard with the exposition. And in any story writing rule of thumb, if you try for a misdirect, most people try too much. If you're trying for a misdirect, you have to keep it in flow of things. That wasn't very flowful. So first, I did look up some stuff about Metal Gear and the time in between. Not stuff about Metal Gear Solid, because I wanted to know some more of the backstory. Which, it's not a spoiler for me to look up the games that were its predecessors. So I know a few more things now that I need. Oh God, I have a bomb. Can I wear a gas mask to make this better? Yeah, I was hoping rations would respawn. So now I know more about the past, but one of the biggest things, Outer Heaven, yes, ration. Big Boss's dream, which, if I got the gist correct, was a world where soldiers always had a place. Anyway, okay, what the fuck? Did it not fall down here? Oh. I didn't touch the right spot. Anyway, in trying to emphasize it that hard, it's obvious that, and now with it not being protected, if that was literally right there, the most deadly weapon in the world, I would have had him shot 5 ways from Sunday the second he came over. And then they did a dialogue for him, just for him. Oh shit, I gotta go upstairs first. They had some exposition just for his sake to tell him their plans, which I don't believe are all correct. So and then they just said they entered the PAL code, and then this is the override system. But I thought the PAL card was needed for the PAL code, and even if I'm wrong, there's only one way to do it. So my idea is either this has been their plan all along for getting it functional, or that they wanted to prevent the idea of Snake or anyone else being able to stop them. Because once it was armed, if there was one shot to stop it, wouldn't it be better to have that one shot arm it, and then nothing can stop it? So I'm pretty sure. I don't know if things have respawned. I'm gonna just go. He climbs his ladder so well with one hand. Like I said, there's a lot of exposition, so I almost can just guarantee that this is not the end. Not the last one. Like, if I could just go over 30 minutes, but they haven't done Naomi's story. They haven't. Who the fuck's Deep Throat? I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. They haven't wrapped up loose ends with. Oh! This is what I was gonna say about the genome soldiers. Okay, can I just? Whatever. I'll just. No!
Is that the wrong one?
No shit. I didn't want to do that one. Anyway, FoxDie. I think it's a bit more targeted than that. So if I am recalling correct, the genome soldiers have a connection to Big Boss.
Okay.
So is
That takes
this
care of PAL code number 1.
is this something he said we need to cure the
Now,
soldiers?
PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
And other people from FOX-HOUND have died, but not all of them. I don't know if their reasoning is correct. To me, the first thing I thought of was called Genome Soldiers. This game is all about the DNA of being able to duplicate Big Daddy again, which I don't see how. He is such a great soldier that they need specifically his body to be able to make the perfect soldier. If you have numbers, you don't need necessarily the perfect specimen. I believe another franchise already covered that. What franchise would that be? Star Wars. So there are some flaws. Man, his harness is way up his ass. I just noticed that. I know it's very polygonal, so the design was more a function of working around the time and whatnot. Anyway, but a combat harness, although they've got the basic design and look of it, it's just that's just way up his ass. It's just noticeably up there. Sorry if my commentary is a little lackluster to some. You know what? Hashtag sorry, not sorry. I'm not really sorry. I'm about to have to run all over this damn place. And I'm already giving ideas and opinions and whatnot. Yeah, Zanzibar, if I remember reading correctly, it was Big Boss's outer heaven where he was going to start war so that there would be... oh my god! I thought I saw something about the floor that looked a little see how the slats are barely thicker on those two? Like, I ran past and then I like did a double take and then I didn't whatever. Oh yeah, I just need to stand here. Yeah, it can't be equipped because, like the rations, it should de-thaw if equipped, right? So no. I don't think a railgun could do anywhere in the world unless Metal Gear could get it close enough in the first place. There's a few holes in the story, but the narrative in general. This game is ambitious. It makes me feel like... It makes me feel like the scope of the story he wanted to tell is so large that he thought about the story first and then made it fit the mold of a game. And I think the kind of game that, I mean, he was more accustomed to for fitting the mold. Do I need to run around in here? Come on. I think that mold was on a 2D platform, and then now we have PS1. It wasn't called PS1 back then. It was the PlayStation, and on that new, there we go. On that new platform, I get the feeling like the balance between telling a story in 3 dimensions and having the exposition and the voiceovers and all that jazz, like it was. I feel like this is. I feel like I'm about to like see the games get better as I go along, simply because it feels like he's getting his footing here, of exactly how much story can he tell, which is a fuck ton. I don't think the amount of story is going to go away. Actually, I believe Sam already told me that the world record for longest cutscene is Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3 with 71 minutes, or maybe it's 4. I don't know. I can't remember exactly which one. It's not this one. That's a whole episode. Jesus. But mixing in gameplay elements in a 3D world is different from 2D, and the coding is different. Everything has to just gel in a different way. And then there's my issue with the voice actors, with the phoning in, but I'm gonna get to that later, because I think I'll leave that for part of the final review, the final countdown. Do. Oh my god, I didn't mean for you to go down sights that fast. Do. I just didn't want to be shot while running, but there's nobody. Please let me just stick it up my ass or under my armpit. Just give me this. Give me this. I gotta ride those damn lifts back up there. I remember the lifts. They're long. And either I'm gonna be fighting a lot of people in those lifts, or there's gonna be so much exposition you cannot even fathom. Wouldn't these computers not work if they're calling it a chaff, and is it supposed to be nanomachines running around discombobulating everything? Or is that a shortwave EMP? EMP would just disable them. It's...
Okay, there goes PAL code number 2.
Stick it up your ass.
Next comes PAL number 3.
Yeah, stick it right...
The key.
Yeah, warm it right up there, right where your harness is riding. Just don't do what you're gonna make me do. I really doubt I'm gonna have to fight on those, because I really feel the game has steered me. Even Vulcan Raven stuff makes more sense now when he's talking about having the fights that he's having, and knowing that another one will come. You're there. He who strikes first. By the way, that's a random thing I just thought of, but it's fine. Whatever, I'm gonna put it in there. There's a myth that about, you know, especially in a battle, swordplay, mostly I believe where this comes from, that it's not he who strikes first wins, it's he who strikes second. I've heard that used as an argument before of waiting to see what your opponent does, and I hate it because I know that it comes from a time when no, like everything you see in anime is wrong about samurai for the most part. Like, I believe that's where it comes from, and it's not correct at all. Especially if you look at it, there's no. So the blade is meant for flesh, not for against other metal. You don't want to chip, ding, scratch it. You don't want to do a lot of things. There's not elaborate times. In fact, the sword and the way in which you handle it is specifically designed for the idea, even from the way you unsheath, as being a fluid motion into a killing pose and motion. The whole everything of it is to kill first. Because striking second is stupid if you can strike first. Unless it's a Mexican standoff. Oh, they cleaned up. Cool. I don't have to look at his corpse stuff. Mexican standoff. That's a different thing entirely, but in a Mexican standoff, he who shoots last is the survivor. So that's at least, I mean, you can say it's two people, and they're both not pulling the trigger to keep the other, but it's truly, the thought of it is three or more, where you're in a circle, and each person, A is pointing at B, B is pointing at C, C is pointing at A, and they're all just at a standstill because no one wants to strike. I wonder if I'm going to be fighting or listening. If A fires first, it causes C to fire in response and B is dead, meaning the last person that shot is the winner. It's the only case where not striking first. Striking first in a Mexican standoff is the worst thing you could do. You are guaranteed to die. 99. I gotta say 99% guaranteed. Alright, that's what I was expecting. What's up?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off.
Why don't you talk to the
No one else
Colonel?
can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
That's weird.
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called FoxDie?
Your timing is impeccable.
No. FoxDie. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific
How did
people.
Liquid know the actual
I don't
name
know
of
all
it?
the details, but
What are you trying to say?
Seriously, how did Liquid know the name
it's
of the
too
virus?
similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently, FoxDie kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. ...
...
You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind
Yep,
of
nanomachines.
Nanomachines.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself.
The Colonel
what's
totally
new with
knows.
The Naomi situation.
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Truth
Call me
serum.
if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the FoxDie vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
That was odd. Why is Master so quickly wanting the vaccine when it's affecting the enemy? Unless he's really thinking about me. Naomi totally did it. I guarantee she has a backstory. I'm being shot before I even get a... Fuck you. Just fuck you with a rusty pitchfork. I wasn't even... Is there still... Is there... Did this respawn over here? No. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I probably should have waited until I got back. Moonwalk. This is thrill. No, actually, I know better. Put in the comments if you actually know what Michael Jackson song that is from, the Moonwalk. I want you to put in the comments the year and song it was. And if you fucking look it up on Wiki, you're a damn cheater. You should know that off the top of your head. I'll give you a clue. Yeah, maybe you guys should have to go into more detail. What was it during? No. I'll say, because it makes me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. It was, it came out of something that was supposed to be a Jackson 5 performance. And he stole the spotlight. That was, we're still talking about, you know, I can't say more because I just said put in the comments. It's, music history. I'm pretty good with that side of things. The only thing is, 80s hard rock. Sometimes I'm a little hit or miss. And my classical mind, like if we're talking Beethoven or Tchaikovsky or Bach or something, I've got it down packed. But the mind of mine that used to be able on a dime hear like 3 notes and like, oh, I know the composer because that was how much the violin was part of my life. It makes me sad to know that that's faded a bit. But if you don't use it, you lose it. And that is absolutely true. It's not always like riding a bike, unless you're my brother. Or unless you're my brother teaching me to ride a bike, in which case it's fucking sucked. Is this shit under the stairs still over here? Yep. It means rations are over there too. I don't want to get burned. Just go. I want to get greedy though. Just go. Where's the door? Oh. I really hope you don't have to move around because I'm sitting my ass right here. Acid rock, yeah, all that jazz too. I'm not as good with. No, but classical, it was a big part of my life. I can't. Sometimes God, it's. That's why I wore this shirt. It is like the loosest, lightest long sleeve I've got. It's barely. I've got the weirdest wardrobe on. I'm not moving the camera down. You don't need to see that I'm wearing this really loose shirt with the heaviest pair of gym shorts I've got. Excuse me. But then I have on my wool socks that I'm pulling up if my legs are getting cold or pushing down when they're getting hot. Like, I am so far into, like, yep, it's good to go. Let me just back my ass on up out of here. I almost backed out this exact way I came in. Just back it up. This game. Who is even the good guys? Who even is? If Naomi's working with the terrorists, and she has something to do with FoxDie because either Naomi had something to do with, I think Naomi had something to do with FoxDie, but it sounds like also that it targeted something or other that isn't just Naomi working with terrorists, but it'll get explained. They're gonna dialogue you with it, so I guarantee that that's not a loose end they're gonna leave. Really, they are. I mean, games are meant to tell a story, and I do love games with a story. If anything could be faulted for this game is that the game and the story feel somewhat removed from each other. But again, feeling your ground on a new system and pretty much writing a script that at first you could think of him writing before for showing text on the screen and you're reading it or something like that, and the evolution after that, and then telling a story that's not... He's telling a story that's more of like a graphic novel or a book that he's got so many different offshoots and so many different side stories that it would be more appropriate for one of those formats, but it's not on one of those formats. It's like someone who I feel almost like a certain familiarity with that, of not just having a calling, but having a passion that is divergent in places where your passion doesn't meet reality and what you can do and expectations. So you have to make it work. And I feel like being a storyteller was his passion, and that programming and stuff and graphic design, and to put it all together, it came into video games, but that ended up being the new territory, I almost feel. So you make a team of people around, but when you're one person that has one vision, the last thing you want to do is hand over the reins in any way, shape, or form because you want to make it happen.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Putting the controller down.
What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Yeah, I thought that was Marrow's.
Naomi,
Or
is what the Colonel says true?
the save one?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like.
Orphan?
I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
You look Caucasian.
Naomi.
European.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from.
That
I'm
green
not
hue?
sure about that.
It looks
Naomi,
green to me.
You're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
She's half Indian, half
Understand who I am now?
European.
Why should I? No one else tries to understand me.
I do.
I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
Frank Yeager.
Oh, shit.
What?
He was a young soldier
Gray Fox.
when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he?
Big boss.
You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom.
Oh, she wants to kill me.
America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined FOX-HOUND. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
No shit.
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you?
The
one that
virus.
used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
No, he's already said he just wants
I
a
don't
final
think so.
battle.
I think he just came here to fight you.
Which could be
I
like
wasn't
killing
sure
you.
before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox, no. Naomi, tell me something.
About FoxDie? FoxDie is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people.
There you go.
First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body.
Okay.
FoxDie contains smart enzymes, creates extra protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Yeah.
Those enzymes
No.
recognize the target's DNA?
Nope.
Right.
No.
They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Touches the heart, kills
It's a
him.
type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause
No,
a heart
the
attack?
heart
The heart
suicides.
cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis.
The heart kills itself.
Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide?
There you go.
Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead.
He's a
but
carrier.
I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use FoxDie.
Huh? You weren't?
No.
Knew it.
You were injected with FoxDie as a part of this operation.
Fucking knew it.
I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that FoxDie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear.
Yeah, no time to
Okay,
talk about
Snake.
my death. No time for that. Jaeger means hunter, I believe. Aaron Yeager, Attack on Titan. That doesn't hold up all the way to scrutiny, just like how the lack of any propulsion system and using a railgun doesn't quite hold up either. But with all that said, What was she? What was she gonna say at the end? It's not. It wasn't gonna be like, I think I love you. She was telling him the truth. Which means that if that was not all, there's more truth. What did she leave out? She left out something. I mean, okay, let me say how I'm thinking. It's not hard to know what she left out. She has inside information on the other side of this operation. Like, she let me know that FoxDie was a part of the operation, which means that I was sent in as pretty much a bomb to kill everyone here, no matter what. So all these people that had been around and whatnot, I killed them. I killed the DARPA chief, or decoy octopus. I don't know if it was meant for but then I killed President Baker, which means that he was they wanted him dead. So there's a lot of background shit going on. I could have interpreted all that. I didn't need to be handheld and told that. And I know the Colonel is double-crossing, backstabbing douchebag by this point. If she said she had something more to say, it's something I wouldn't guess. Which, the only thing I think of is either something else she put in place, or somebody else that's helping her. So if she's been sending coded messages, like she joined FOX-HOUND, but she's also a part of this team. I get the feeling I'm about to find out that who is the good guy? But the team is compromised, obviously. And it's compromised a bit more than you would have thought, so I don't know. I feel like she was about to tell me either that she was sorry, not that she loved me, maybe an apology, but more likely she was about to tell me, I feel like more likely she was about to tell me who her counterparts were and who I couldn't trust. As if that's penance for what she's doing, because she realizes through the talks we've had and we've seen the dialogue in the past games that he's not, like, he actually has a conscience. And it was with her he had the conversation about, like, they were friends.
No, why?
There you go.
I deactivated it.
No, you activated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Oh shit, that's not Master.
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude.
I should have paid attention to the voice
Sorry to
and the
have
look.
involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code.
That's Liquid Snake with his hair pulled back and shades on.
He couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried.
Naomi.
The threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
I think she was going to tell me about him.
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to FoxDie.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh?
Yeah.
You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete.
Who's his friend in the Pentagon?
Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the FoxDie vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
Doesn't know
I'll
what.
tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
That he was. They wanted
Where
him
are
dead.
you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Yeah, it's liquid.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
The caller's in the house. Get out.
Who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
And I'm gonna leave it off right there. So that's that. Called that shit. Except for I think Naomi was gonna tell me about him. I'm the only one that doesn't know. I'm assuming that they wanted me dead, or that the operation. Okay, I might be the only one that doesn't know that. The colonel is no. Okay, that means no. Everyone else, I can't be the only one. He meant the only one in general, not the whole team. So Naomi knew. Mei Ling does not know. Meryl doesn't know. Whoever Deep Throat might know. Whoever Deep Throat is. The mission the whole time was for Snake to come and die here with the rest of them. I think that's the thing I don't know. But who is his... He knows someone in the Pentagon, and he got information. He made me turn off the comm link to the Colonel. Is the Colonel his puppet that knows this stuff? No, that doesn't... So who's this link in the Pentagon that gave him the information in the first place that made me confront the Colonel about Naomi? Wait. Oh, that was just a cover story. Is that all he said during that? No. Oh, okay. He knows Naomi. So he knows how it's programmed, so he knows it's supposed to be a heart attack. He doesn't need someone in the Pentagon. Okay, I figured it out, just talking it out. Cool. I'm good. I'm good now. See what talking it out does. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to probably finish it up in the next one. As soon as I figure out how to get out of this, I'm pretty much assuming that I'm going to be fighting Metal Gear because he says he's close by. So, the next one's the last one. It might run a little over, but that's fine. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to sign off for right now. And I hope to see you back here really, really soon. Bye.